Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Beauty, Strength, and Dominance, the official LFC Lingerie Fighting Championships podcast. My name is Mike Larkin, and joining me today is one of the finalists in the LFC Madness 2, which will take place at LFC 35 Booty Camp 3D. She will be taking on Sheena Bathory in the final. She is Shay Sinister Lynn. Shay, it's a pleasure and privilege. How are you?
I'm good. I'm super excited for this. This is going to be something new and exciting for me to do.
First and foremost, congratulations. LFC Madness has become a hit with the LFC fans with the overall tournament. So I got to give you kudos and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank my fans for that too, because they want to see me do something new. So this is going to be really exciting.
You're welcome. The final four came down to yourself, Lauren Ceccarelli, who will also be on the card against Veronica Payne, Sheena Bathory, and Rain the Stallion Rivers, who is a trainee at the Nightmare Factory in Georgia for AEW, All Elite Wrestling. And you and Miss Sheena made it to the final two. Now, Sheena's coming out balls to the wall, and I know you are. How do you feel about facing Sheena going into this?
I'll be honest. I was a little, once I seen her body, it's amazing. She's a fucking beast. But I dominate in my career as well. So I think this is really going to be a good mesh up and we're going to have some fun.
Well, I mean, when you have someone like yourself who is Shay Sinister Lynn, and it kind of reminds me, I'm a pop culture nerd, think of like the Sinister Urge, the Rob Zombie album. You're going to make everybody feel so numb is what you're looking to do. Michelle.
Yes. I'm going to show everybody my Detroit style.
Hey, I'll be honest with you. You can send it down to 8 Mile Road if you want to when it comes to Michigan.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. It's right down the street.
And I mean, with a name like Sheena, who is the Hungarian Hurricane, and Shay Sinister Lynn, it really does make for a great matchup. Now, you two are going to be the opening bout. You two are going to be what sets the tone for the LFC 35 Booty Camp 3D event. How are you feeling, man? Open up the show, letting them know what LFC is all about.
It's exciting. It's going to be great. It's going to be a great show. I've been training, so this is something new for me that I'm learning as I'm a showgirl. I'm used to dancing around on the stage, as for now I get to kick some ass. It's definitely gonna be fun.
So how's the training been looking like for you? Because Sheena has posted as well some wrestling, a lot of training she's been doing. Now you, on the other hand, I'm going to say right now, you're a beautiful human being. We can see that it glows through this video and your beautiful imagery. You're very welcome. So how's the training been going for you? What's been in store for the training side of things?
It's been good. It's been a little tough, but I've been solidly training for 2 weeks now. So I've got some new moves and I'm going to take her down Detroit style. I'm ready.
Hey, I'm going to say right now, if there's anything about Detroit, you're ready to scrap, you're ready to hold,
yes.
Punch, kick. So, hey.
Oh, yes. A little bit of everything.
Hey, okay. You got to have
not going to give it all the way here. I don't want no, setups. It's going to be taken down. She's going to be taken down hard. So I might be little, but I'm mighty.
First and foremost, that's what they all say when it comes to little and mighty and the overall fury. I got to say, I think when it comes to the short girls, it's very squirrely. All are ready to scrap. So, I mean, hey.
Yeah, we could take you down from below.
Yeah. I will say this about here. Here's what's awesome about this, because we have so many LFC prospects, so many people competed in the LFC Madness tournament of all facets of life. I'm curious what gravitated you towards the LFC from, because like I said, you are like a hand in glove when it comes to LFC. So how did you gravitate towards the LFC from? What really made you?
We were talking about doing something like a couple years ago with this, and since COVID and the pandemic happened, we never really got too far into it. So since I got the chance to come back, I really thought, this would be a really great, fun adventure for me to really, stick another goal in life and conquer that shit.
First and foremost, man, 2 years, and yes, COVID did ruin it for everybody, but god dang, man, you are here and it is the now. I look at it from a stance with you too. It's one of those things where we see a lot of great people come in that are kind of like the underdogs, and some people that are really going to you have potential to be not just the bat of the night, but you're kind of like the one who's really to be looking out for. You know what I'm saying? You're the one not to be messed with, but also
I'm scrappy.
Yep. But it works, Shay. And I think what's great about it too is, like, again, we talk about the hand and glove thing. Like, you're at LFC 35. It's Booty Camp 3D. It's a Halloween aspect. So I got to ask you, what do you think about lingerie wise, man? Because we've had a costume brawl in LFC history going back to LFC 22. What do you think about?
I love it. It's absolutely absolutely awesome. I love to dress up. I dress up in all my shows and all my performances. I've made costumes, so I love to get down and dress up, and yeah.
I bet. I mean, what can we expect? What do you think lingerie wise that you're going to be doing? What can we expect?
Oh, well, you have to wait and see.
Spoilers? No spoilers. All right.
Yes, yes.
Fair enough. From a stance too as well when it comes to lingerie fighting championship as a whole, and this is why I've always loved LFC. It's a different thing from the overall aspect of combative natures and art forms, but you're also looking sexy while you're doing it. It's kind of like the LFL when we have the lingerie football league. It's badass women in lingerie playing football and also kicking ass and taking names. So LFC has that very kind of LFL field with everything
Right.
that incorporates it. So I mean, it's a win-win for everybody with the product.
Yes, it's going to be a lot of fun.
And now for
Something
you,
totally different than what I'm used to, but I am ready for it. I'm ready to take it on. So,
oh, absolutely. And I think what also makes it great as well is from the modeling side of things. I'm going to say this right now. I have seen your work. I've seen the beautiful imagery. I'm curious the modeling side of things because we're going to talk about everything that you want. And my goodness gracious, it's a list. It's a plethora. It's a variety,
yes,
for God's sake.
multiple lists.
And we can see it in the background here. But God dang, man, what really kind of gravitated you toward modeling? Because again, a hand in glove thing, and it really shines through within your work.
Thanks. I had a few friends in the business and I moved out to LA with them and we just started kicking ass. We started with internet TV shows, radio shows. I started winning a lot of competitions. I was a gymnast, so I'm very flexible. I could flip around. um, and yeah, it just one thing led to another. Got quite a few magazine covers for my performances, my shows. I do a lot of different kinds of acts. I dance with fire. I dance with my snake. I do aerials, lyra, trapeze, silks. So I like to flip around and just get crazy with it. And I'm always down for a new adventure.
I think that's what you have to do because first and foremost, you got snakes, you got fireballs. My goodness gracious, when it comes to the showgirl aspect, you're always entertaining and you're trying something new. And I think that's really not just incorporates with that particular endeavor, but that's what you have to do in life as a whole.
Yes. It brings like a new energy to everything, and you're just like ready, suit up, let's do this.
Exactly. Now I'm going to say this right now in the history of LFC. We've had Genevieve, the sorceress, the serpentine there has come out with the snakes. I mean, hey, snakes are kind of hand in hand with
I've seen that. That's hot.
It is. I mean, to make it in popular culture terms, it's like when you're watching the 2001 VMAs on MTV and Britney Spears comes out with that snake for I'm a Slave for You. I mean, come on. That's different. We've not seen that ever. And it's one of the most
Snakes
iconic.
are sneaky. Snakes are super sexy. Absolutely. It's like the darker side of somebody. And to tame one is
Yes.
a whole nother thing.
Yes. Terrifying, but sexy when it comes to now as well. I mean, for goodness gracious, man, Miss Nude World Entertainer of the Year, Miss Exotic US, these are amazing competitions. And for you to have those achievements, like we said, we've seen it on your wall here in this video, but god dang, man, Miss USA, Miss Exotic, those really do come hand in hand and really just shows your overall testament to your craft.
Yes. I like to bring it to the table. I like, I like performing. I like putting on a good show. And I something deep in my heart that I've always done and I absolutely love. So
I mean, again,
getting on that stage, getting in front of that camera, I love it.
I mean, again, we look at it from a stance too as well. And what I also love about LFC and when it comes to beautiful women like yourself, I'm going to use the term VF. For those that don't know what VF is, it's the voluptuosity factor. And you and all would it's one of those things like we were talking about being in front of the camera, being in front of, how we get to perform and entertain. What's cool about LFC and just in general with women like yourself, it's the body confidence and getting to show it off. If you got it flaunted is the same.
Yeah.
But the body really shine through. And I think that's what we get to see with a lot of beautiful women coming up is just the body confidence shows, you know what I'm saying? And that's amazing to see.
Yes. It's sexiness. And, we work really hard for this body. Like it's not something that just happens overnight. It's lots and lots of training and working out, eating right, sleeping right. You really got to take care of your temple. It's what makes you who you are.
I mean, from a stance of people like yourself, when it comes to LFC and all auspices, I mean, that's got to make you feel good because you're kind of at the forefront of these great women getting into set endeavors and entertainment and the modeling aspect. Like you kind of have a say in that. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, when it comes to women in general, I think that's, again, not just with this podcast and the overall mindset of beauty, strength, and dominance. There's a lot of women, and especially in today's day and age, to see of different all crafts just to get to shine and showcase what we've known for years, just the women talents. Because, sometimes it may just be kind of hindered. But when we get into like nowadays, it's just like, all right, we're seeing all these women kick ass and you do it better than us guys.
It's really nice to see women just taking over the world. It really is.
And my goodness gracious as well, with this card with LFC 35 Booty Camp 3D, I'm going to say right now, it's an exciting card from top to bottom. We are main evented by Selena De La Renta versus Nilka Garcia for the Booty Camp chain, the necklace, the blingage, if you will. We have the first ever Lucha lingerie fight with La Scorpia and Belcana. We have you and Sheena. We have T. Bella Madison and Bella Rockefeller. Now, how is that awesome? Because, I mean, my goodness gracious.
It's totally badass. You got a bunch of badass bitches all at the same time. And we're just going for the final takedown. We got attitudes, we got tits, we got body, we got lingerie. You know what? What could be better than that?
Right. And we the LFC Madness tournament, like both of them encompassed in one event. And I mean, the entire card from top to bottom is going to be absolutely amazing. So I really look forward to seeing what you get to do, man. Now, here's the thing, I'm going to say this because I know everybody's going to be underestimating you. And we were talking about, you may be little, but you're scrappy. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the thing when it comes to Sheena. I mean, black belt, jujitsu, absolutely. But I'm going to say right now, you know some systematic dissection and joint manipulation. So I think you got it. You got a good chance. You got a very
Oh, yeah. Don't count the little guy out yet. It will be Brian.
And that's the thing. Now, I'm going to say this right now. First and foremost, I'm going to be ring announcing that event. So I can't wait to meet you live in
Okay. Awesome.
Now, I got to ask you as well, because we've talked about the tournaments. We've encompassed LFC for the badassery that it is. When it comes to you, I'm going to say right now, when it comes to all different endeavors, do you have any advice for a lot of these women that get into, whether it be modeling or just in general? Do you have any advice to these women? Because, like, again, being put at the forefront, you've done a lot and accomplished a lot. So what advice would you give the ladies?
You can do anything you put your mind to, mind over matter. And, as long as you got the right people in your corner pushing you to do the right stuff, you can go far and you can accomplish anything. Hard work pays off. It does. And being a part of the beauty industry and the show industry, it really builds your confidence and make you feel better, So be who you want to be, do what you want to do, and don't let anybody tell you different.
It's very cliche, but it's so beautifully said. And I look at it from the showgirl aspect. I'm going to say right now, when we talk about imagery, and we'll have you promote the social medias at the end of the shizzo, but god dang, man, from the showgirl aspect and the overall entertainment aspect, that is something that makes me gravitate towards you and in general, because it's so fun and it's an amazing show to see.
Yes. I'm super excited. I mean, this is something different and it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm really looking forward to it. Well, and learning some new things as well.
That's the thing when it comes to LFC, you constantly are on the grind and you're learning. And I mean, here's what I also love about you, and I've always said this when it comes to new people that come in under the LFC auspices, you're taking this shit seriously. It's not just, okay, we're going to roll out lingerie. People don't realize how serious LFC is,
All it took was just seeing a few videos and I was like, damn, she's a fucking beast. So I had to step up my game a little bit, of course.
Of course. But at the same time, man, I mean, again, from the event where it's all about newbies and the prospects and the veterans, I mean, it's a nice blend. It's a nice mix for the fans.
Yes. We get to see a little bit of everything. And it brings a new spin onto things. You know what I mean? I might bring something new that y'all don't normally do. So I look forward to, showing my side of things and how I work around.
And I mean, with sex appeal in general, I mean, we've seen it in professional wrestling from companies like Women's Erotica Wrestling. We've had like a lot of mass appeal. And of course, the ladies of Glow and what we've seen in different wrestling auspices. So it's a nice mix to incorporate the sex appeal side of things, because again, it's great to focus on the work, but the sex appeal goes in hand. And like we've always known, sex sells.
Yeah, sex sells very well.
Absolutely. Now, I'm going to say this as well. And before we do close this out, first and foremost, I love the fact that we're getting to do this. I cannot wait to meet you in person. And it's just a joy. It's a pleasure. It's a joy and it's a pleasure. And I really appreciate your time today.
Thank you. Well, thanks for having me. And I can't wait to kick some fucking ass. Sheena, it's on, bitch. Detroit style.
Okay, Detroit, I will say this about you. We were talking about 8 Mile Road, and I'm going to say this right now. I'm a pop culture nerd. One of the things I used to mention, I used to love watching because it was Detroit style, Hardcore Pawn, which used to be on True TV. Badass
Yeah.
show, right? Badass show, man. Oh, like I said, the Detroit style. I never miss anybody from Detroit, man. Y'all got this. You know what's up with your scrappy.
That's right. We will bring it to the table, bitches. There's no playing around. We cutthroat.
Hey, they don't call it the Motor City for nothing. You got cars and you got badassery, man. It's a hell of a plan.
Yes. It's a good town.
Absolutely. And now, Miss Shay Lynn, before we do close this out, social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, where everybody can find you.
My Instagram is Shay Lynn XX. Facebook is a official Shay Lynn fan page. It's more of a page than a page, I guess. Twitter is the same. It's the Facebook, the official Shay Lynn fan page as well. And then I'm also on OnlyFans, Snapchat, Shay Lynn XX. Yeah, I was triple X, but shit got hacked and deleted. So double X, bitch. But I'm bringing it triple.
You see, I like that. And first and foremost, I got to say, with people hacking nowadays, there's been a lot of hackings, people, and you got to
yes, there has.
you got to stop with that bullshit. And I look at it from a stance too. Also, with the sexiness and pictures. I mean, with the Instagram guidelines and a lot of the stuff, a lot of accounts been taken down, and everybody's got to start.
Oh yeah, they're very strict on what we post and anything showing. But then you see other girls posting this other stuff, and you're like, what the fuck?
That's my point, because it's like what you guys are doing, it's so tame, and everybody else posts. It's like, I'm just saying, it's really odd just to see the perspective of what they take down.
I want to know who they're paying.
Right?
Oh, awesome.
And
I look forward to seeing everybody and meeting everyone. I'm super excited for this. It's gonna fucking rock.
Last thing I'll say is, god dang, man, the OnlyFans side of things, like, how awesome is that to see the OnlyFans and all these great sites? It's a community, but also provides a lot of great content, and you are doing
it does. It does. Allows you to get more personal with fans and show off a whole nother side of you.
That's the amazing part about it. Well, I will say this. Do you have any final words for the LFC universe, the fans? The floor is yours as well, because again, it's next week. It's 7 days away. We're getting there.
It's so close. I'm super excited. Thank you all for voting for me and bringing me to this great opportunity. I'm gonna fucking kick some ass.
I love your style, and I love funkiness. So,
thank you so much.
You're very welcome. For Shay Lynn, my name is Mike Larkin, and like this podcast says, beauty, strength, and dominance, the 3 key elements that make women the work of art that they are. And Miss Shay Lynn, I include you in those sentiments. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you so much.